see. All right, we're good. That overlay is kind of kicking it, but at least people will be able to see how it's done.
You're all live now.
Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to see like the overlay might be causing a little lag, but I think it's important we have it at least for a session.
Yeah.
You'll see it. Let me know when you see it, because I want you to see the overlay.
Oh yeah, I see. I see it.
There's
Oh
got to
yeah,
be a way to
I
make it
see it.
smaller,
It is.
bro. Look how big it
It is
is.
pretty big.
It's pretty big, bro, but it's important. Like, uh,
I would put it down under
there's
like
gotta.
over your
What do
health.
you think? Is there a way to make this screen smaller? Because I've already minimized the edges. You know what I mean? Where if I do
Yeah.
any more, it'll make the controller disappear, or like parts of the controller rather. Like, watch. You
Um.
know what I mean? Hold on, look. Because I want to make it smaller, but it's like I could just show that. I mean, they'll.
Yeah. I mean, if it cuts like the wings, it's fine. Yeah. There's. Yeah, there you go.
Because it's
And
the
then I would.
joysticks they really need to
Yeah.
see more than
And then
anything.
exactly.
And
And
put
I
it
would
like
put
over my
it like
loot. Because how
I would put it over your health,
my
because like
health, true, true.
most of the stuff's happening on the right side of the screen right
Facts,
now.
bro. This is why I bring a team in here, bro. That's why we do that. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So there might be a little frame. I'm notice I'm noticing, but it's not gonna be critical. Chat, let me know what you think. This is how we make this better. It's just kind of building off things, and eventually it becomes something special. So today we're gonna talk a lot about. Well, I won't say a lot, but at least a little. I want to revisit countering jumps because I need to. I was looking at the VOD and I need to clarify some things in there, and then we're gonna scale it down from there to help you
Oh, I was
guys
gonna say that.
understand some of the basics. I don't know what department we're going yet. Zam's gonna help steer me there as we go, but just this beginning part is gonna be countering jumps, which for some of you might be a little sophisticated, but it's important to low sins. So Zam will have you or Donkey because I want to see how you're evolving with this. So,
Also, Fossil's saying they're having trouble joining the
oh,
game.
should we return to lobby and get him in first?
Might have to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
Okay.
don't know what's happening because last time people were able to
Thanks,
join.
Wayne. I appreciate that, man.
Hmm.
I love that you love my stuff, bro. We're about to revolutionize movement chat. I'm finally mustering up the courage to do this live. Because I just got tired of the redundancy of creating content. It's like sounding like a manual, and I felt like I could teach you guys better.
Hey, Mr. Man Buns here.
What up, Jeremy? The GOAT has entered the chat. I
Oh
bet
yeah.
Jeremy knows how to fix this. I mean, it's not as bad,
He
though, now that
might.
we cut it.
Yeah.
Could be. Oh, and somebody else is trying to join. This is the last one that we can fit in, but it's Frosty, so we're going to get him in. Because we don't want to make it too much. But I think we can take this on. What you think, Sam?
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll make us better, right?
Oh, is Near now gonna join? I thought he
Oh,
was gonna
yeah.
join.
Hit him up. Bring him in.
Let me see if he's on. I
I,
just remembered.
yeah, I just remembered, too. You said we were missing someone.
Oh, here he is. He's in the game,
Here,
but
I'm
I'll
gonna.
send him
Yeah,
an
yeah. Send
invite.
him an invite. Here. I'm gonna give you the link, Casey. Guys, stick around. And those watching this, if we're on VOD, trust me, there's gonna be detail in here that's gonna change how you play the game. And it's not hard to learn. You just have to take the time to learn it. So let's look up the controller overlay. What did I say it was called? Let's see. I, hold on. It's actually super handy, guys. It's called Gamepad Viewer, and I'm gonna get the link right here. It's free. I'm sure there's something you can pay for to enhance it. I
Does it
hope.
do KBM also?
I think it does, man. And I think like
Oh,
this is
sweet.
probably as state of the art as it comes. Let me know if that link worked, guys. I don't know if YouTube's gonna block it out. Faders, I'm not letting you join this one, but I do recommend you join the Discord. Um, Alex, do you want to grab the link real quick for the Discord? Are you able to? And put
Yeah, I'll
it
do
in
that
and
right now.
just toss it in the chat, and I'll copy it and keep it on standby. Thanks, bro.
Okay. Chat in Fortnite or in Discord?
Oh, and in the YouTube, throw the Discord
Oh,
link
okay.
into the YouTube,
Yeah, I'm gonna have
or
to
or
split
to
it
if you have to
last
send it
time.
to me in Discord because it won't let you, we can do that too.
Yeah, because it'll block it. or it'll yeah
Yeah,
it'll pop
yeah.
it
So
out.
you could just text it to me, or sorry, send it to me on Discord.
All right, we'll do that.
Thanks, bro. And then we'll all ready up. Frosty, go ahead and ready up. Get it popping.
I just sent it.
Thanks, bro. I'm excited to show y'all some stuff today. It's gonna open your eyes. And for those who aren't in the Discord, this is how you get notified of training and how we can set up personal training, like private lessons. About to toss you guys the Discord link. Thank you, Jeremy. Just in
We'll have
case.
plenty of these classes also, so y'all could join in the future.
Yeah, exactly. That's why if you guys get in the Discord, you can get a heads up for these classes and try and get a spot locked in. Because we're doing these, we're kind of going with the flow. At minimum, we're doing it twice a week, but it could grow from there, you know. Grab whatever shoddy.
Hey, Web. Hey,
What
everyone.
up, Frosty?
How's it going?
Come on,
It took me a
broski.
second to try to find this Discord call.
Well, I
No worries,
appreciate
man.
you finding it, bro. You're here.
Get a grappler. We're gonna do stuff with the grappler.
I eventually want to
We're
get
gonna
y'all
learn how to counter
belts.
the
Yeah, yeah,
grappler.
yeah, yeah. Ooh, get a infinite grapple's a good idea, if there is one.
Is that a
This one.
thing?
Well, it's the one with the. I think this one deploys
that?
the wing though, so it might not be worth it. Yeah, it's jewels.
Yeah.
It's not
Or
worth
like
it.
you can grab two
Yeah,
grapplers.
grab 2 grapples. Because we're gonna need it for today's class. Because people will be like, that won't work against grapples. Which it will.
Nah, man. It does.
Yeah.
That's what I use. Or anytime that I lose somebody,
You
on my
U-strafe
camera, or I
him.
get my ankles broke. Yep, I always pull a circle, even if I don't know where they went. You doing that 360, you might get a glimpse of them.
And Elsner showed it too yesterday. Once we were going over, which we're gonna start with our lesson with U-strafing because I think it's the most important low sins move in zero build. Like it's how you counter people trying to get over you. And Elsner was on KBM yesterday, and he pulled it off effortless. Y'all check that VOD out, and you'll see it. But regardless, you're gonna see more KBM doing this like smooth. And I always say, if KBM can learn what I'm teaching, bro, you unlock a whole new style of play that KBM's just not optimizing right now. And that's because you guys on KBM you have your WASD movement, right? Even with Azeron, you have the left stick movement. But what you guys aren't realizing is how elite you can, like how crazy it is to bend movement when you start adding that mouse and learning how to move it in circular motions. Like, you know, like this. Like that's literally how you would like, am I right, Zam? That's how you would literally start practicing it. Taking your
I'm
mouse
sorry, say
and
that again?
taking your mouse and being able to just move like this to try and understand like that curve.
Oh yeah, getting used to like it's more about like your mouse becomes a joystick sort of thing.
Yeah, think of, there you go.
Your mouse is your movement is that's the direction.
Yeah,
you're taking.
that's
You
where
learn
you
how
start
have
to,
the right angle with your wrists, and learn how to be very consistent with your sweeps. How you sweep your mouse so you can get those you can draw those perfect circles.
Because-
and how wide or how narrow you want them.
because with left stick or with KBM WASD, same thing with Azeron left stick, that controls your front, your back, left, right, and diagonal. But if you want that micro precision, mouse, aka right stick, is the precision between. And that's the first route I could tell you guys if the movement's confusing you or you're not figuring it out. Like that might be the first thing you got to understand the comprehension between the two and how to transfer and combine them both to make something greater and more unique that takes your movement to the next level. So touching back on one more sophisticated topic yesterday because I didn't elaborate on it is U-strafing. And now that we have the controller overlay, which I'm about to pull up right now, I want to do just a couple U-strafes and then we're going to go from there. So hold on. I don't know why it keeps removing the overlay. There's got to be a smoother way to, because it takes it off the screen. I have to, let's see. Okay. There we go. Now we have a controller overlay. So I'm going to slide towards you, Samurai. And then
Okay.
you're going to jump over me. Don't sprint jump yet. I want you to just jump over this one, and then we'll try a sprint jump one.
All right, well let me get that because I'm like I always sprint jump. So
Yeah, you're good.
okay.
All right,
I remember.
all
how to-
right, you ready?
remember
Because
how
I
to
have
do
some
it.
input delay with the gamepad viewer on, so.
Okay.
And in fact, we're going to minimize it because it's causing lag. But I want y'all to lock in those controls. I'm going to do it one more time. I want you to clip those controls so you can learn how to do this from the controls. But I got to minimize that gamepad viewer until I figure out how to source it on OBS, which I think ChatGPT steered me down the wrong road because I have my controller connected to my gaming PC. So it told me that I couldn't source it on OBS, which kind of makes sense, but I bet I can. We'll see. So one more for the sake of... Make sure
What
to
is
clip
OBS,
this.
if you don't mind me
Oh,
asking?
it's just what I use to stream off a different PC to take the strain off my gaming PC. There's the controls, guys. Now I'm going to explain something to you that's very important. So when I told you guys to cancel with sprint, that's the case for the U-strafe because we're responding instantly to his jump. So let's do it again. Like when I break out of that, I'm canceling it with the sprint, yes, but you still have to use your right stick to direct yourself. So the sprint cancel is the immediate response. Actually, I'm not even, honestly, I'm finessing. Hold on, I don't even think I'm using my right. Here, let's try that again. No, I am. When you're making that turn, you have to apply right stick to make that refined turn, that hooking turn. You guys get what I'm saying? So your sprint stick is controlling a lot of this, but that right stick again is your precision turn and your tracking. So you could stand in one place, right, and line yourself up with one of these tiles, set your crosshair at like a 45-degree angle, and practice that feel on either mouse or keyboard just to get familiar with this motion right here, because not only does this motion counter someone jumping over you, this motion is literally like it strands out to like 10 different moves. So this motion is critical to learn. How about you guys all stand here on this line? I want to see you guys do that just so I can get you guys involved. I want you to each stand on one of these squares, stand at the top of the line, angle you see how I am? You guys each pick a square, and I'm going to watch you guys each do it. Just do it in reps. I want you to be able to sprint. You're going to sprint into a reverse slide like this. And then your crosshair, I want it back center. And as soon as it's back center, I want you to cancel. You guys get what I'm saying? If anybody doesn't understand that, let me know. Let me know, Donkey. You understand? So like
You can
this.
use me as an example if you want.
Well, we don't need it. Here,
just
yeah,
saying.
let me see you do it. Let me see you do it, actually. Thanks, Yushi. I'm going to try it, Yushi. No, I want you to just stand here, bro, like this. I want you guys to just... That was a good move, by the way. But right now, we're just practicing the motion that's required to make those moves. Every U-strafe is using this kind of motion, so you guys want to practice it. Stay on the line, and you're going to reverse back. And you should be tracking the spot you started at as you cancel. So let me
Can you do that one more time?
Yeah,
See-
yeah. Here, certain. Is this you? Who's this in the pink? Is this certain? Stand right here.
Yeah.
I want to watch her because I see her mess up a little bit. Go like this with your pump. Do you have a shoddy? So angle it. Is that the way you like to... could you turn it this way? Let me see. Turn it to the other side. So like this. Sorry. So now I want you to apply your sprint and right stick enough where you're able to curl it back, slide, and then track to your beginning spot. So when you're like this, you need to hyperextend that right stick and then apply sprint, and it's going to pull you back. Almost, as long as you're angled at a 45 degree, it should be almost a straight line back like that. Let's see. Make sure as you turn, you apply sprint. You got to push that left stick in. Boom.
There you go.
Hold on, watch out, Frosty, real quick. Let's see. Because she's struggling at it, so it's going to help me explain it if I...
Nice.
So,
Can I explain it
hold
to her
on.
differently?
One thing you did wrong there, you need to remove sprint at the end. When you cancel, I want you to... When you start to slide, I want you to let go of sprint and focus on tracking. Boom. So that way, when you cancel, your finger isn't on the sprint button by accident, because that's why you shuffled your feet. So let's see you try it. Perfect. Now, I want to see one more time. I want to make sure, as soon as you go into the slide, remember to track back instantly. So like this. Hold on, I'm getting aim assist off you. Hold on. So you see, right when I go on the slide, I go into an immediate track. And then, let's see. Go ahead. That's perfect, except you were on sprint again. You shuffled your feet. So make sure you're transferring the energy from sprint to tracking with your thumb when you go into that slide. There you go. And cancel a little bit sooner and you're perfect.
Yeah.
All right, let's see you guys. Oh, you had a question, Donkey?
Oh, I was just asking if you could do it, and watching you explain it a little, or it does make more sense now.
Sprint, slide, cancel, pop.
See that?
Let's see. I'm gonna watch you guys one by one. Let's see, Donkey. Let me see you do it.
So you said look angle right here, look down at a 45?
Yeah, look down at a 45. This is just for the specific training, just to show how you can stand still and curve back. And then how we place our crosshair immediately after. That way you guys can work on the fundamental side of how these moves work. So what you're doing wrong, Donkey, is you're not tracking back forward. I want you to track back to your where everything started. Your crosshair, it should be facing back this way, where everything started by the end of it. Back front facing. I'll get a little bit better with what I'm saying as we warm up. This is very in-depth but simple mechanics that will make sense as we start applying more moves.
Can you stand right here in the middle
Do
of
what?
this box? Right there,
You want me
Joker.
to- okay, go ahead. You're gonna show him? Go ahead, explain it how you want to explain it. Frosty.
Come right here, Joker. Right here to this box, right here. Just stand in the middle of it.
Frosty's
show
been
you
with
the
me for a
U-turn
while,
straight.
y'all, so he's got some of this
From the-
down.
From this corner, because you could do the same 45-degree angle in this box. All you gotta do is do this straight around it. You turn straight. So you could use the box. If you stand right in the middle, you can U-turn straight all around it.
Wait, Sage,
Stop.
do that again. What are you saying? Do it again. I want to see this.
Stand right there in the middle. I'm gonna do it right there
I want
around
to
the
see you.
middle.
I'm gonna see you doing.
All right, I'm gonna do it around the box.
It's a different analogy of it, though. I'm showing how you can do a
He's trying to do
stationary.
it-
You
yeah,
got to do it
he's
from a
trying to stay,
stationary
like, in a straight
position.
line.
So jump over me, Frosty. Here's an example, guys. Jump over me. Let's say I was posted up. You got to be able to do it standing still before you're doing it off of momentum. That's what I need to elaborate on. So jump
Yeah,
over
no,
me.
what he's-
Okay.
Yeah,
what he's
because you're
trying to
not.
do- what-
Yeah.
Here, hold on. What he's
Go
trying
ahead.
to do in his lesson, he's trying to go over how to like be sophisticated about the way you use the controller, like your inputs.
If you
Okay,
can't do it
I got
standing
you.
still,
Not
you're not going to
necessarily
master
about
it in
the move.
motion.
So
Yeah.
stand at the other corner of this
Wait,
box.
wait, jump over me one more
You-
time. I want you to see that one more time. And I want Donkey to see it too. And this time I mirrored, each time I'm mirroring his direction. Notice he jumped over my left and I jump over my left. I mirrored the left side. You want to feed into your crosshair momentum. If my crosshair is going to be, he went middle, so it doesn't matter if I go right or left there. It's whatever side your crosshair's leaning towards. You want to swing into that momentum so you're not delaying that turn. But this is showing you guys from a stationary rather than a slide, because they're not always going to just jump over your slide. But because we can cancel our slide instantly or drop into a slide instantly, we literally have this at our control as long as we respond and react fast enough. You see that,
What he's
guys?
saying there is, if somebody jumps over you left, your crosshair, you're gonna start wanting to track left, right?
So do it.
So
Yep.
you're taking that momentum of the tracking to
Jump over so I
moving
can
that
show the
direction.
momentum. Jump over so I can show the momentum. Jump over my left, which is your right.
Okay, your left would be this way. Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna show you guys something. Yeah.
When you're ready.
Go. Sprint jump this time. You're naturally going to track up like that, right? And I purposely didn't do it. I purposely didn't move on purpose to show, like, and in the moment when it's happening, your brain's finally going to compute they're jumping over me. So do it again. I'm up like that, right? Now let's say we freeze framed it, right? And he's still jumping over me. I can literally take that angle, right, and not adjust it at all. Just curl, then adjust. You see how I started from a hyperextended angle? This is where this is the level of sophistication you should have, and it's not hard once you understand it. Let's pretend he's right there. Jump again. Let's pretend he's right there when we get. You guys understand what I'm saying, chat? Let's see. I want to make sure you guys understand before I go too far. Let's say I start to notice he's jumping as my crosshair's here. Don't bring it back down and curl. Literally keep it where it's at. Curl. You see how it coincided? It's crazy, right? It's mind-blowing. Jump over my right, your left. So I'd be like that, right? Now, obviously, guys, I'd respond instantly, but I'm trying to show you for the sake of like slowing it down. As soon as you start to feel that, you turn. You don't adjust the crosshair. You adjust the crosshair with the move. Also, look at the live when I'm doing that, so you can see it. And then after you,
Right.
here, do it, Donkey. Jump over me one more
I
time.
put the link to the YouTube live and
Jump over this side.
Discord.
So I tracked up. In the moment, I'm gonna know to just oops. In the moment, I'm gonna know to just cut it back. Just finesse it. Donkey, do you think you can do this if I jump over you? Do you want to do it standing still? It's feeding off of that slide. This one is just you're just starting from a stationary position.
It does. I know you mentioned earlier in the beginning of the session to add a crouching. So do you want me to start it from the crouching? Or
You don't have
standing
to. Either way, it doesn't matter. I don't know why I was starting from a crouch. If you're standing stationary, that 45-degree angle kind of replicates the natural extension we're going to have in the fight. And because if you do it from here, you can doing it straight, but it's going to obviously add more. It's going to add more curl. Rather, if you start it from an angle, it kind of shows you how when your crosshair is slightly bended, which it more than likely will in the middle of a fight. It shows you how you can just extend back instantly from that spot with no hesitation. And this right here, guys, is the key cog to low sensitivity. You're not going to establish low sens without creating this baseline. You're not even going to understand it. Like half the player base doesn't understand it because they're not using movement to reverse momentum.
So question. So you basically did from the standing point, you did a tight U, is what you're saying?
Yeah,
A
it's
tight U
it's
sprinting?
essentially a U-strafe, but in the most micro. And thank you because you're helping me elaborate. It's essentially a U-strafe in the most micro precise of ways. At that point, it becomes just almost a straight line. It's not even a U anymore. You know what I mean?
It pretty much is.
Got it.
You're working on a 180.
Yeah.
Degree plane.
Now, as we
The only
progress,
thing that's Uing is your body. It's
Yeah.
spinning.
I think the sprint, because the more common thing that does occur lately is when they see you sliding, it's a you go low, they go high kind of thing. So I think a lot of the U-turns are when I'm sliding, and that adds more of a U to it. So jump over me, Donkey. You see how that adds more of a U to it? But when I'm
Right.
standing still, jump over me. We'll jump over my right. It's still like a bit of a. There's the only curve is that motion you're making, but you see how instantaneous that is. Now, when you add a speed boost to it, because we're going to get on a season by season basis, we usually get some kind of speed boost. When you add a speed boost to it, even if it's slap juice, the slap juice makes that turn more responsive. So anytime slap juice is in the game, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, because it's going to show a whole nother side to Webby movement where you're like, this is incredible.
Got it.
Do you guys
Got it,
want
got
to?
it.
How about this? I want to see you guys in pairs. I want you guys to jump over each other. We'll have one pair, one person start right here. We'll have the other one start right there. Maybe stand right here, Sam. Let's see if that's a good distance. And then sprint towards me, and I'm gonna jump over you, and you're gonna U-strafe me. Is that cool? I'm not gonna sprint jump though. No sprint jump. Ready? Sorry. That's not. It's okay. Yeah, but that actually works. What he's doing. If you're not ready for the U-strafe like that, you're gonna do that. Here, switch me spots just because I got it more refined.
All right.
So
I'll follow
I want you guys. Actually, sorry. Stand in this block. You guys each stand on one side of the block. We're gonna do standing still once. Zam, stand on this block. We're gonna simplify it. Jump over me. The person on Zam's side is gonna jump over the other person. So just jump over me, and you're gonna curl back and do that. If you kick him, whoop D.
I'll pull it back a little.
So
that
let's
we're
get
not-
let's get pairs on this square with me, and then Sam, get over here. Stand right here, Sam, and let's get pairs on this square, directly in front. Donkey, stand where Zam is on your square, and then Soothie right here. You stand right here, and then you stand right here. And now I want this side to jump over that side, and this side's these people are going to U-strafe back. You get what I'm saying? And then you guys are gonna take turns, like do five,
Got it.
do five, and then we'll trade sides.
Got it. So Zam's side's jumping. All right, got
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Zam's
Okay,
watching. We're both watching you guys, making sure.
Got it.
Yeah.
Ready?
Donkey first.
Ready? Got it.
Just stand close to him. Just get up on him and just jump over him, even if it's a sprint jump.
Okay. Got it. Ready? Go.
Do it again.
Go.
I'm gonna watch Donkey. Let's have Donkey do it first. You guys can do it in the backdrop. It's fine, but we're gonna watch Donkey first. See that again? I'll get out of your way too, certain. Let's give them a little more space, Sam. The execution's clean, by the way. Keep it up. Let's see you respond a little quicker, but the execution's there.
Ready, honey?
Oh, it's
Sorry.
okay. It's okay.
Sorry.
Try that again.
Ready? Ready? 1, 2.
I'm gonna answer your questions here in a minute, too, guys, on YouTube. After this.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Let the slide drag a little bit longer. You want to get set in your shot. It's not
Ready?
about
3,
speed, it's
2.
finesse. That's adequate. That's getting good. You're going to get faster with it. So that's solid execution on the fundamental side.
3, 2, 1.
Just watch your angle, and it could be your look speed. You got to make sure you're not arcing it too far in. You're going to just curl back to his side. If you arc too far in, you risk body blocking, a side kick you might not have wanted.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
But don't go too wide, so I don't want you to overthink it. I just want you to hook back. It's kind of like hooking off his shoulder. Yeah. Without hit, yeah, you don't want to curl it in. Exactly. Go ahead, Sam.
You kind of do it like a J, sort of, actually.
Yeah.
Like after you do that little curve of the J, and you want to go into that straight line, to slide in that straight line and then cancel.
Enough where you're just grabbing his back shoulder rather than curving into him. You just kind of, you're.
Yep.
Good. 3, 2, 1.
Oh. Make sure
Sorry.
you're clearing
Sorry.
her, even if you have to sprint jump.
I got it. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
That's solid. Go for it again, and then I'm gonna watch
3,
Frosty
2,
and them.
1.
There you go. Keep working at it, and I'm gonna watch these two. Come on. All right, let's see you guys. Frosty, you're doing the most ideal. What Frosty's doing is the most ideal version of it, but I want to see you do a stationary one just for the purpose of fundamentals. What Frosty's doing, and we'll elaborate on it again. Did you move forward at all? If you did, that is going to slow you down. When it happens, all your motions want to be in reverse. You don't want to run forward. And chat, that's important. You don't want to run forward when they jump over you. You want all your motions to work in reverse.
To go towards the side that they're jumping towards.
Yeah, match the side they're jumping towards. You're moving forward though. Think of this as think of one of these lines as like a mental point where you're blocking yourself from moving forward. Or think of like when they jump over you, you got to have a mental block to not move forward. Jump over me, Soothie. Everything goes in reverse. You see what I'm saying? I'm literally, the only thing that's staying forward but it's not moving forward is you're seeing me kind of hook it. But if I start at this line here, jump over me again, Soothie. If I start at this line, I'm barely going over it because everything's going in. Yeah, start right here, and then jump over me so I can show. And because my joystick was already angled, you guys see how faster that was? Watch when you're like. So, and I'm going to show you guys why this is so. Now we're about to stack another layer that's going to blow your mind. You know how we do the wrap backs? We do the wraparounds, right? If they jump over me or jump at all, I've already pre-turned the curve. So watch, jump over me with my curve pre-turned. This is going to blow your mind. Look at that. Look at that. Look how fast that is. So it becomes a byproduct. It's a system because we've got when we're doing these back shoulder and these backside rotations, it bakes in a combo where now you guys get what I'm saying there. So watch. I'm gonna do a back shoulder wrap and I want you to jump over it, Soothie. If you can, just like try to jump over it. It's hard to force it in the moment, but I think you guys get what I'm saying. Just jump. Jump over me any kind of way. Hold on, you try Frosty. Hold on, let's try it. So when I wrap back, hold on, when I back shoulder wrap you, oh, hold on, Frosty. When I go around your back a little bit, I want you to turn and cut the jump off right there. I want you to like turn and jump over me when I'm going for that back shoulder wrap. All right? I want to see something.
All right.
It's hard to force it in the moment, but I think you guys get what I'm saying. I want you to jump this way. So when I wrap over you, you're gonna jump over me like that. All right? Like I'm gonna show you where I'm wrapping to. Stand right here. So when I wrap there, you're gonna try and cut back this way and jump over. It's all right. Anyways, yeah, it's hard to force.
sorry.
No, you're good. Don't worry about it.
Do the jump for you.
Do what, Donkey?
Can Zam do the jump and show
I
us
think
what
it's gonna
you're,
work better when I do a clip breakdown for those because it's one of
Got it.
those things where it happens in the natural flow of combat, and I could be explaining it wrong myself of what I need
just
to.
keep jumping over, and I mean it's gonna happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So if I hit your back shoulder, just try and counter it like you would with a jump. Let me see what you do. All right, we're good. We'll do some clip breakdowns too. Anyways, when you're at that angle, guys, I think you get the point. You get a faster cutback, but even if you're not, it's slower when your crosshair center. But as long as you do the right motions, you're gonna get to your spot. You don't have to follow them. If your momentum is leaning in their favor, like leaning towards them already, you do want to follow them. You don't want to break your momentum to not follow. But if your momentum's at a neutral point, jump over me right here. If I'm at a neutral point, I can just anti-mirror or kind of whatever I think they're not expecting. Because if you're fighting somebody to say 10 in a 1v1, you'll want to change the side you're wrapping back on so they don't expect or try to predict it. So I can mirror or anti-mirror, but when the momentum starts leaning towards it, you want to just match it. So lean, or jump over me again. So like, that's middle. If it's middle, you can just be neutral. Jump over one side heavy. So like, I would have tracked up naturally, so you're gonna want the left side wrap back. Thank you, Blessed. All right, what should we move on to, guys? Something a little bit easier.
You said you wanted to.
And is there
talk
any
about the
questions?
grappler, but you think that I don't know that'll be.
No,
easy,
that
but-
actually, well, I mean, it feeds off it, guys. Let's show you how that feeds off countering the grapple. Here, grapple me, Sam. And then we'll have everybody do. So when he does that, I already know, even though his line of travel's right here, like as soon as I see him shoot it in front. I could just go underneath and then track back. If he shoots it behind me, shoot it behind me. I'm going to U-strafe it. Shoot it in front. I'm going to slide under it. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, they're going to shoot it. They're usually going to shoot it underneath you, I feel like. So shoot it under again. I'm going underneath his vertical. Because when we go underneath their vertical tracking, as soon as we meet that, we create a blind spot. You guys get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
So when they do that, don't move. Because when they do that, usually what they try to get.
they're going for
in
a
your
shot.
face.
Yeah, they're going for the
Yeah.
pop. So when we slide underneath them, I'm gonna pretend we freeze frame it. Shoot it. When I get under him, his camera's at my mercy because he has to turn around. We're both split 50-50. And a lot of high sense players, they'd go for an immediate track back. They'd be like, the buck stops there for them. They've got underneath them, now they're going to track back. No, the buck doesn't stop there if you're trying to finesse it. As soon as you get underneath them, you know that you can double break them because they're about to turn around. So you wrap back, and then as they turn around, they're turning around because they know you're behind them now, you've just shattered their expectation. So do it again. Underneath, curl back, camera break. If people are like, oh, the
do that again?
yeah. Oh, he's got fast sins though. Yeah, they're gonna overcorrect.
I'm gonna try.
All right, go
to
ahead.
track you this time.
All right. And I'm gonna switch sides now. Or I'm not gonna tell you what side I'm gonna curl. You can curl either side of them. Oh, hold on. Sprint locked up. Do it again. Easy peasy. Now I want you to go over here, Sam. And I want you to grapple like you're sending it to me and I'm unaware. I just heard a grap. Hold on, no, time out. No graps for a sec, and then I'm gonna have you guys do some courses just so I can hear it. It's okay, grap towards me. You can hear where it's coming from, guys. You can hear where it's coming from. When you hear that, you just do it. Go ahead. You can completely reverse momentum. There's so many ways to manipulate graps with U-strafing. So I want to see you guys do some lessons. So what I want is you guys to work in pairs again. And I want one of you to shoot the grap in front. So if Frosty, look at me real quick. When I shoot this grap towards you, I want you to sprint underneath me into a slide and then wrap back to your left or right. You pick whatever feels right in the moment. You ready? You got to run towards me when you see me grab. Zam, were you just shooting it in front of me or were you shooting it behind me?
Either way.
Okay.
If I'm gonna
Either way,
jump over it, if you're gonna jump over it, it's easier to do it if you throw it back. But either way, front or back, you should be able to.
Here, do it with him,
Zam,
Zam, real quick, because you were doing it flawless. Do it with Frosty so he can learn how to do it, and then I want them all to see it, and then partner up.
Pop it behind you. It'll be a little easier. But you're gonna basically do the same thing. Like, don't do anything. But
As soon as you see him shoot it, go ahead, Zam. Go ahead.
Like the same thing that we were doing. We were jumping each other, and you were sliding under. That's the same thing we're doing. But
Facts,
in this case,
Jeremy.
we're doing it with the grappler. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
You think he's wrapping around fast enough? I don't know from my POV. I gotta make sure.
It sounded a little slow, but
As soon as you get underneath him, you gotta cut it back. As soon as you get underneath him, and on that cutback, because you're reacting to someone on that cutback, that's when you cancel with the sprint, and then you go immediately into that right stick for micro correction. But anytime you're reacting to someone passing your threshold, you're canceling with sprint to get that instant momentum. The only time... Okay, go ahead. Let me watch it again. I got to be ready for this. Let's see.
Give him gold splash.
Yeah, splash him. Splash him just so he can... This could be done without gold splash. I just want to see... I'm just going to amplify it. Yeah, yeah. You're not reacting fast enough, and I think part of it might be your lag. But let's go ahead and get someone else on here. Just to get it rolling. Donkey, actually, and then Certain. Where's Donkey? Do you think you're ready, Donkey? You're gonna, as soon as he gets airborne, you're gonna force yourself underneath him. Let me elaborate that, guys. You're not gonna wait for it. You're gonna sprint. As soon as you see him go airborne, you're gonna sprint, slide underneath it, and then curl back.
And it cancels with the sprint, right? Cancels with the
Yeah,
sprint.
you cancel with the sprint on this when he gets over you. As he's going over you, you cancel with the sprint, and then slide into your tracking, and that's when you let go of sprint when you're sliding.
Okay.
3,
Ready?
2.
And Chad, I'm gonna slow it down for you guys one more time after this, just to understand it. So you were too late. As soon as he's airborne, you gotta be sliding underneath that, and as soon as you're underneath him, you gotta cancel with sprint and curl back.
Hear it, assess, and try to time it. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
It's okay, Donkey. This is sophisticated, but once you get the fundamentals. So guys, because I want to show it one more time. I want you to do it to me again, Sam.
I gotta go get more grapples.
Okay, here. I got one for you.
I got some.
I got one. Thank you.
Here, I'll take this one for now. Are you ready?
All right, what are we doing?
You're gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna. Yeah.
Oh, to you?
Yep.
Okay, I just want to see what's to you or the other way around. All right, here we go.
As soon as I feel myself underneath, let me slow-mo myself. I go boom, sprint to cancel, right stick curls back the way I'm going. So in this case, I'm curling my right stick full extension to the right, and as soon as I'm facing this way, I go into a slide and I let off sprint. As soon as I go into that slide, and I use right stick cancel, because that's our lineup. You don't want to be sprint. You don't want to cancel your slide and your feet shuffle. Once you're at the tracking point of your aim, your thumb needs to be off that sprint. You still hover it over it, but you're no longer pressing it. The only time you're pressing it again is to re-engage on the cancel like this. Go ahead. Sprint, slide, cancel, pop. See, I'm at a complete stop because I let off sprint on that slide. So and one more time, let's do it one more time. If we're gonna do it left, we're gonna send our tracking left. And you see how you can almost depending on the speed you need, you can almost pre-turn your curve just to add some more. Let's see real quick. Go ahead. Plus, I'm having aim assist pull me onto certain, which is fine, certain. So that would have even sped it up more. So go ahead, certain. I want to see you do it to Alex, to Zam. Where you at, Donkey? Come here, Donks.
Hold on, let me get a
Here,
little
sir.
closer.
I want you to
Wait,
see
wait,
this.
I'm gonna pull behind you because it's a little easier. 3, 2, 1.
So when you go underneath that, you got to be quicker. It's that you're think of it as you're just naturally sliding in the moment and they decide to grapple, or right when you hear the grapple, you start sliding, and then as soon as they're crossing your threshold, you need to swing it back. It's like letting a horse out the gate kind of thing. It has to be snappy. You're canceling with sprint.
Everything about Webby movement is supposed to be snappy.
Works very well in reload, Soothie.
3.
Guys in the chat, let me know if you have any questions. So you're starting your... I want you to just curl back if it feels too much. Guys, you can also, if you know they're going over you, the slide under just ensures that they're going to get behind you. Right? So that's why I'm telling you guys to slide under, curl back. If you know they're going over you, you can just go straight into the... If you don't think you have time, so try it that way, where instead of going forward, you're just cutting back. And be... You know what I mean? Let's try and add that part, and just where you're doing that.
3, 2, 1.
Look at that, how that helped there, guys. Look at that adjustment. You don't have to cancel your slide that early, though. Get your slide comfortable where you're getting set in your shot, kind of getting in your pocket is what I like to say. You rush the cancel a little bit, but that's gonna, guys. And now we're learning that. See, I'm learning with y'all. If you can't respond to that, I've gotten to a point where I can, but I've been doing this for 4 years straight, like a full-time job. So what I might think is easy might not be as easy for you guys. And Donkey, I think this is going to be for you too. So come here. Next to, let's see, watch Certain do it. She's taking the sprint out underneath, right? She knows he's grappling over. You can see the trajectory. She's curling back immediately. Let's watch it.
3, 2, 1.
Don't forget your direction. Remember, you're trying to reverse the course. So you got the forward facing, backward slide, track back. When you go into that backward slide, the exchange from sprint into your slide should then transfer to tracking, so you're not delaying it.
3, 2, 1.
Clean. Flawless execution. Flawless.
Nice.
Flawless. Donkey, I want
Good
to see
job,
you do
Andy.
it. Thanks, Donkey. So, are you good? Are you good, Zam, to do it again for Donkey? And I have another graph
I
for
only
you.
have one.
Here.
I only have
Here,
one.
I got it.
Okay. Any questions?
ready? 3, 2, 1.
So we're gonna take the forward motion out for you, Donkey. That's what we're gonna do because you guys aren't ready for the quick reaction of moving underneath it. You're just, you know, he's grappling over you. That forward motion is just guarantee they grapple over you, but you guys aren't ready for that. So I just want you to curl back and then get your tracking. You know what I mean? Just like that, exactly. And when you get back to, or when you get into your slide, you're gonna track back just like you did. Let me see you do that without Zam grappling, just to make sure. Did you move forward a little bit? I think you moved forward. You don't need to move forward at all. Angle your stick and then just curl it back. There you go. There you go. And you're canceling your slide a little too early, and I think it's making your tracking stiff. It's like, it's the, besides motion in the ocean, what's a good term for that? You know what I mean? You want to feel it. You want to finesse it. Be one with it.
On what part
Let
exactly?
water flow.
Like, yeah, it's just like let the water flow. It's like going from tracking, or sorry, from sliding into your track. A lot of people cancel their slide too quick, and they're just like, they're raw dogging it, bro. Like, I don't know how else to say it. Like,
You gotta be snappy about it, but the snappiness doesn't mean
treat it like a lover. Like it's your lover.
fast.
Like
You have to find
gentle.
that sweet spot of how much time you're sliding and when you're gonna hit the cancel.
yeah, there you go. Look at that. Look how clean that is because you're not rushing to cancel. You're getting into your pocket. This is like there's speed to Webby movement, but people underestimate the deception.
The time I find it.
What up,
that
Angelica?
it's snappy is you cancel like you'll slide, and there's some time before your knees hit the ground, like, and then after your knees hit the ground, like a split second right after, so you're gonna slide a little bit with your knees, and that's when you cancel.
Well, no, a better
That's what
explanation
I
is when
find
your
is
crosshair's back to its original where it needs to be. You don't.
That's for like the perceived snappiness, but like, I mean, depending on what's going on, you might have to cancel a little, a little later.
Yeah.
Like you're saying with if you're gonna line up. The
Once your
crosshair, then
tracking's
that's
done,
more to-
once your tracking's getting to its complete point, you should be canceling.
Yes.
What up, last move? What up, brother? Last
That
move's
way
getting
your
it down
crosshair
really
land.
well too. I watched him in training, guys. A lot of there's quite a few students who are really, you can tell they're really tapping into the curve. All right, let's
Hey,
see it,
great work,
Donkey.
team.
I want you to remember when Zam grapples over you, hook it back.
3, 2, 1.
You're still moving forward, but that was clean. I want you to try and get that forward. I don't want to see you move forward at all. I want to see you just. When I move forward, it's different. I'm applying it in a strategic way. Well, he's ready to jump it. Look at him. He's ready. That was clean, by the way.
2, 1.
Yes. Except you canceled a little early. You got it, guys. You got to get in your pocket. So he canceled before he got squared up with him. He canceled when he was almost at his back. Stand right here,
Trying to
Zam.
line up a
Oh, do it
shot.
again. Do it again.
Trying
You
to
guys
line
get
up
it.
a shot.
Yes, yes, just like that. You're trying to line it up where you're like this, where you're getting a little backside spot, or like if you cancel right here, like it's just putting you in a really stiff spot. You got to cancel when you get like,
You get locked up.
yeah.
Stay, like, look, I'm gonna slide past you. Like, let's just pretend I'm sliding the other way, but this is just so you can see. No, stay still.
Thanks, Soothie. Exactly.
Stay still. So it's like, see, lined up the shot right there. But you're doing it as on my back. I did it there on your front so you could see.
Let's see it. Let's see it. Go for it.
2, 1.
And then donkey or ooh, there you go.
There
Oh,
you go.
little bit. Let's see it again one more time, and then I'm gonna get you in Frosty next. I want to see Donkey get a clean one. And Soothie, you in?
The speed will come, but that was.
Come over here,
execution
Soothie.
was proper.
Go ahead. I'm watching you do it on the live.
All right, bet.
3, 2, 1.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, that's your cleanest one. Now, obviously, like, do it again, Zam. I will say, if you guys can get tapped into... Go ahead. Just, when I slide, it's almost like just like a jab slide. Because it depends how far they are, right? But when he's... And if they're close enough, you might not slide at all. It just depends. You have to understand the leverage you have between your opponents. So do it right there. Let's see. Oh, hold on. I locked up. Do it again. I just want to see how far or how close you have to be before I even start sliding. Of like forward. Start forward sliding. Go ahead.
All right, this is one on I'm grappling in front of you.
Okay. So he's grappling in front of me, right? But because I went underneath it, I made it get behind me on purpose. That's basically the best way to word it. If I would have just curled back, I would have created too much space. But because I went underneath him, I also create the illusion that I'm running past him. So now he has to turn around. If I turn my back too early, that's why I'm trying to implore you guys to slide underneath their trajectory, because that's the lure that gets them to turn around. Does that make sense? Do it again. You want to lure them to turn around. You want to give them reason to turn around, right? So watch. Do it. Now I'm giving him reason to turn around, and the only reason this is stiff on the turn is because it's pulling my crosshair, and I wish aim assist was this broken in BR. I absolutely wish. But it's literally pulling my crosshair onto the players beside me. Do it again. Look how... Oh, yeah, when they're... See how quick that is, guys? Thank you for moving. That's without the aim assist pulling it. Do it again, bro. It's so quick. Lightning quick. Do it again. What up, bro? What up? Gone. Because what they're going to do, guys, what they're going to do is now they're turning back the other way. And this movement system's so sophisticated. You guys see me building it as we go because I'm literally trying to give you guys an understanding of the what and why. So do it again. He's going in front of us, which is usually the case. But when we slide forward first, we're putting him underneath us and behind us. Now he has to honor that, and we make him pay for honoring that commitment. Do it again. I'm going to switch sides. This is going to be the most common... Oop, my slide... Oh, that would have been the perfect break, but my slide locked up. It's so annoying when that happens. It did it again, bro! Oh, I did it again? Yeah. Okay, there we go. Do it one more time. Just because I think it's my nerves or something, but slides should not be locking up like that, even with how bad the game can be. You guys see that?
Yep. Yep.
What we're doing, what Webby movement is about, guys, before we do some more training on that, it's about using horizontal movement to snatch their vertical plane. So because when you're up, you eventually got to hit the horizontal ground. And we make them pay when they're vertical with horizontal movement. Instead of playing into their vertical tracking, instead of tracking vertically, the only time you're tracking vertically is when it makes sense, like medium to long range. As they close into your space, instead of doing vertical tracking, you're getting underneath their vertical momentum, and then you're making them decide between two sides. If anything, you're making them decide between four sides, left, right, front, back. But my favorite to do is omnidirectional, front to back. Because once I get underneath their slide, I've now baited that I'm behind him, and now he has to honor that, and I've curled back. That is, it gives me the chills, y'all. That is a huge part of open combat to Webby movement. And like even something down to the nitty gritty, which I won't elaborate too much because I don't want to go on a tangent. But if I were to jump over Soothie, he has to turn around. We're not putting ourselves in a situation on low sins where I have to track back with him. That defeats the purpose of the move. This becomes a lure, and this becomes the move. And it's huge because when you guys start learning this movement, I'm so confident in the movement that I'm challenging autism to go live and freestyle this to y'all, because I know when you guys see what I see, it's going to change the way you define a game. Not just Fortnite. The next PvP shooter you're going to play, you're going to ask yourself, does it have Webby movement? And you're going to want it to, because it's going to feel like a chess match. All right, let me see. Who wants to practice that? Thank you. Who wants to practice that execution? Do we have any questions? First and foremost.
Not at all. That's amazing. It's just practice.
Yeah, practice. And like, so Donkey sent me some clips today, and I went over them with him. You'd be surprised at what I will find in your guys' clips that will point something out for you that can help you. In fact, Zam, do you think we should move to some clips for a minute?
Be down? Yeah. I
Yeah.
think that'll be
And then
good.
while you think of like, we'll decide from there if we end or we go over another topic. I'll let you kind of think on it. We're going to highlight some U-strafing clips, guys, to show, we're going to counter jumps. We're going to show us countering jumps. And I'm going to show you how it happened and what we did and why. I'm going to start with the one I posted today because that's a really...
I have a question
Go
whenever
ahead.
you're ready.
Go ahead with the question before we start.
All right, so my question is, before you decide to, let's say
Thank you, Yushi.
I'm coming towards you,
Okay.
and I hit you with
Where
a
you
shotgun shot, and then I slide under you.
Well, come
Is
here,
there a
Frosty.
approximate distance from the slide? Let me come down from where I'm at.
Yeah.
So from just stand in the middle, from
Okay.
this in the middle of a box, just stand right in the middle,
Uh-huh.
so I could explain it. So when I'm about to slide, is there supposed to be like a distance? Like, am I supposed to be right here in order to do the U-turn strafe? Is there supposed to be a distance between you and I and the player before I decide to make this move on you?
So this is where...
Like a distance from you?
So this is where, like... Let me see. Hold on. Let me see.
Because when I try to do
You
that,
have to-
let's
you
say
can't
in
force it.
a
You have to
in a
invite it.
bunker,
You see here?
like,
You see here? You see this
Yeah.
distance? That's forcing it. It's forcing it. You need to make it happen. Like sometimes you don't want to force it. You want to let it open up as like a lane. So if I strafe across your side for a shot, if I strafe across your side for a shot and you hold that spot and fire back, I know my next lane. You have to see the lanes. I can visualize the lane right there. You don't want to have like a predetermined notion. Oh, I'm just gonna go around you from right here. Like you're running into bullets. You wanna set yourself. So if I go like this and accidentally extend, let me accidentally extend for the purpose of the training. Let's say you move forward a little bit. You actually move this way a little bit. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So you're gonna move towards. Okay, do it. So when I'm like that, I would have instantly cut with the sprint, because again, when we're reacting to something, 9 times out of 10, we're canceling with our sprint because we want to blow out of that slide into where we're moving, and you're going to naturally already be tracking that way. So your joysticks. So do it again, and I'm not going to react to it on purpose because I want you to see it formulate. Well, see, I just had a subconscious habit. You see how we're following him? We're mirroring. It's called mirror strafing. We're mirror strafing him. That's how you kind of make it happen through stuff like that.
Looks like.
Okay.
Go ahead, Donkey.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, it's registering in my mind, and I'm seeing it. It looks like you're doing a dance, like you're dancing. The elegant and
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the swiftness and the smoothness that you're dancing because you're mirroring him, and that just makes it more, from what I understand now. When you mentioned follow them and looking for those open leads, now you're watching their movements and you're adjusting and
Yeah,
pivoting on
and
how you're gonna
and it can apply
slide. Yeah,
almost like to any aspect in life, like
yeah.
like a sport. Like for me, like I think we've talked about this before, but for me, it reminds me of a point guard handling the rock. If you've ever played basketball, you might hit him with a hezzy,
Yeah.
and you're watching your defender's stance. You're watching their frame. You're watching like where their gun is tracked. Like if I go like this to you, Frosty, if I bust out a door that you're running towards, right? Run towards me as I'm busting out the door. I could just wrap. So I want you to just stop immediately. Here, actually, just stand here and I'll use an example. If I blow by your side, I know right here I can't track that right away. That's too risky. We haven't completed a complete break. If it's putting you in a 50-50, there's always an open lane. So what I would do is I go like this and then just curl it or something like that. And it makes more sense in the moment. And I'm going to look for ways to kind of train this, but because this is more honing into like read and react. How you expand upon a move is you're either A, watching how they're responding to it, or B, you've just gotten to a point where you know how they're going to respond to it. Look at me,
I think you
Frosty.
should do a training on that.
I just got to figure. It's so sophisticated because it's tapping into natural muscle memory, and for that player,
Because I lock in, like, sometimes, depending on the distance that I'm at, just stand in the middle of the square so I could better illustrate it.
yeah,
So if I'm, like, right here,
yeah, you need to wrap
and I'm
around my
trying to do
backside.
it stops. It, like, makes me crouch, and I can't even
But-
do it. So
but
then
we've-
you'll...
But we know why, remember? Because your monitor's messed up. I've reviewed his gameplay, guys, and his monitor's
Yeah.
freezing, causing his.
It lags.
It's selling you.
Oh,
It's selling you, not the system, but your equipment is selling you. Once you get that equipment upgraded, I'm gonna go in the lab with you and we're gonna chef it. Here, sir, and I want to get you involved over here.
Because
Let's see.
95% of the times
Come here,
I
Donkey.
do the moves on them, but it locks up, or the lag,
Let's
or
practice-
the gun doesn't respawn.
Let's practice more fundamental mirror strafing. I want you, Donkey. I want like easier. I want you to slide past me. Let's say somebody slides past you. Oh no, actually,
Sorry,
just sprint
sorry,
into a
sorry.
slide. Yeah, you're okay.
run or slide?
Yeah, run into a sprint, or sprint into a slide, past me. And at this time, go for our move like we talked about, because I want you to practice that. I want you to track it back. Sorry. I want you to track it back and line your shot up to me like I was standing still. Like you think I'm going to stand still. You see what I'm saying? When you mirror there, realistically, because I did it tighter because I didn't want, here, watch out, Frosty, because I didn't want my aim assist to pull on you. But we're suffocating your space and almost putting us in a position where if I don't kick you, I'm just regaining advantage behind you. So, and I'll show you what I mean. Go ahead and go past me. You see what I mean, guys? We mirrored their direction and we took complete control of the fight. At this point, we regained tempo control. We never let them take it. Now watch. Let's say you're fighting someone and you don't want to be predictable. Watch out, Soothie, real quick, because I'm going to be doing... Now we're going to do the anti-mirror version. I want you to follow me this side. I want you to slide past me on this side again. But this time I'm going to anti-mirror, which means away. So go ahead and just do what you just did like we were.
Got it.
You see that, guys? So when you're doing a 1v1 with someone to 10, they're gonna be like, okay, Webby, you think you're slick, bro. All right, cuz. All right, bro. I'm just gonna cut your tracking off. So they're gonna pre-track. They're gonna pre-track this way. Hold on, I'm trying to think how they're just gonna go like this. Because they know you're gonna cancel back, and that's gonna make them look silly. Here, I want you to read it like you know. Wait, I think Zam might be better for this. Where's Zam? Okay, Zam. I want you to, you know what I'm saying? When I mirror you, I want you to mirror that. Let me mirror you first so you get what I'm saying. Yeah. This time I want you to be ready to track it like you know that mirror's coming, all right?
Okay.
So I'm gonna mirror you again because I want you to be ready for it. Like you read it. Like you've got me read like a book. You got me figured out. All right, let's do it again because I want. Yep. So you got me read like a book, right? You see what I'm saying? Like I didn't because he's starting to catch on to it. So keep doing that again. Do that again. Do that again. Because you haven't done your switch ups. Now look at him. Now look. What up, bro? I told you not. I told you.
That's awesome.
Real. You guys see what I'm saying now?
That actually did
That's
get me.
exciting.
It will get you. It will get anybody. You got to have. These are called mix-ups. You got the mirror, which is the follow. Anti-mirror's away. All right. So certain. I want to practice this with you to get you involved, and then Donkey, and then Soothy, and then Frosty. All right. So and then you're gonna actually be mirroring my slide next. But I want to have you do it first. Slide past me. Sorry. And guys, as you see, like, if you read it happening, you saw how I ran in front. You can get yourself a head start on it. Like, you don't want to get too much of a head start, but you saw as she was gaining momentum towards me, it's like an open book. I'm just like, okay, kind of shuffle. I'm not saying go like this. You're just going to get lasered. But do that again. Hey, girl. See, we kind of just like brought it to us. All right, now I'm going to show you the anti-mirror, and then you're going to do this. All right, here we go. This time I want you to read it like you're ready for it. Like you know what's coming. Like you got me read like a book. I'm predictable. Now do it. Yeah! This is Webby! Ain't sweet over here. All right, now I'm going to slide past you, and you pick whatever side you want to do. All right? Let's go. Oh, God, it's okay. It's okay. And if you guys aren't ready, you're not ready, all right? This is just, we're going through the motions. I'm tracking so on purpose because all right, that's clean. I'm not tracking as fast as I could on purpose, guys. Woo! She switched sides. You guys see what she did? She switched sides on me.
Jujutsu.
Don't make me look bad. All right, let's go.
That was awesome, Haley.
Let's try it again. Hold on. I think I did it too fast for you. Let me give you a heads up. All right, ready? Go. She's go! Sorry, I'm getting too hype. I'm gonna calm down. All right. Donkey, did you try it yet?
I did not, but that looked awesome. I'm scared now.
All right, you ready? And then we're gonna get Soothy in next and Frosty. All right, so you want me to slide past you first, or do you want to
I'll
try it
slide.
again? Okay, you ready?
Yeah, I'll slide.
Okay, you'll slide
Ready.
first. All right.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
3,
go ahead.
2, 1.
And then we're gonna do the anti-mirror. It's the same side.
3, 2, 1.
Boom. And the faster you guys see it happening, you can kind of split yourself from it and go. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And then you can get crazier. You get crazier, which I'm not going to go too crazy. I'm just going to show y'all something. Go ahead and... No, actually don't do anything. I can go like this, which I'm not even going to explain the scenario yet because it'll be mind-boggling. Let me see if I can figure this. Because I'm still learning it myself. Look what I just did right there. And look, I just...
Oh.
Yeah, I'm telling you guys. Let me do that. So it's like a fake reverse... into forward. Okay, it's a. Man, guys, look at this again. I'm still trying to figure out it, but I have a clip. Hold on, let me go to the clip. Let's pull the reel. I'm gonna show you guys something insane. I'm still.
Full 360.
It is. It's insane when you start to layer it or understand the layers. Let's go to the clip. This actually did well on YouTube. Guys, help me build this, y'all. I've been spending 4 years trying to show y'all this, and part of it's my own downfall. I'm doing these commentary videos that I'm overthinking, and my rehearsal's just like real stiff. Watch.
I get caught up underneath the truck, but somehow manage to recover. Boom, right here. J-strafe right as he turns around. On the second read, we bait the same move, but instead of going for a slide, we hook back. Right there. Ooh, oh my God.
The extension on that. Are you watching the live, Donkey? I still need to figure out it. Know what? Actually, I have one that's going to explain it. Hold on. This one right here, which I talked to you guys, I touched on the other day. This one, I know exactly why we did it. He's about to come out the peak, y'all. He's about to peek me right here, and I know it. I'm setting him up for it. I can hear him. I can see his visual audio right here. Now, watch this. I cancel my slide with the sprint, because it's reactive or reacting. We need something quick. Now I'm faking a retreat to the exit. Y'all see that? Faking a retreat to the exit. Now he's, okay, that first move pulled him out the peak to shoot. This move is taking him, pulling him from the peak. Now watch this. Cut back. We pulled him from the peak because he thought I was like panic running. This dude has never seen this move. He probably told his duo, like, bro, I just got. He probably watched this TikTok and YouTube. He probably knew it was going to get posted because he ain't never been hit with nothing like that before. Let's play it in real time. We pre-read the peak. Swing. Boom. I don't care if it's Zimby, Tifu. They're going to fall for that, dude. This is the evolution of movement. Thank you. You said peak content. Pun intended. Oh, dude, this is going to mute my live, but I don't care. I forgot the song was playing. I'm not doing this for the live monetization. All right, before we go into another class, I appreciate y'all rocking with me, by the way. Let's show you guys a double U-strafe right here. Watch this, where we knew tracking wasn't going to be enough. Boom. I'm about to slide past this guy. 99% of the player base is going to just take that and think they've got the beat. No. You're going to see. Hold on.
Oh my goodness! I knew it right here. All right, I got position, but is this enough to guarantee the
Is it
win right
enough?
here?
It's not enough.
Nah, it's not to me. Because he can just correct and extend to his right and flick. This is the guaranteed win. Cooked.
All that momentum is swinging. You see all that momentum. Hold on. I'm up before. Right here, guys. Imagine that's a high sins player. All right. So this is how high sins is going to backfire, and low sins, but high sins is going to backfire because it's going to be a heavy, it's going to be a heavy swing towards the back. Bro has never played somebody who has canceled out of the backside move and curled back front. Watch him, watch him. He doesn't even know I'm in front of him yet. He does not even know I'm in front. He's going to have to honor this side, and then he's realizing, oh my goodness, I've just been caught in a web. I still almost died because the hammer, you know, the hammer likes to take 7 business days sometimes. That's where if I had aimbot, I'd be a top 500 player because he would have died in 3. But we won't talk about that. It would have been tap tap dead. It wouldn't even be fair, chat. But we wouldn't have gotten as far as we got with aimbot. We wouldn't have learned this. This is how we compensate human aim assist. Well, I'm trying to full screen, y'all. All right, do we end class, guys? Do we end it on a high note, or do we run another course?
No.
I
thought you was gonna run those clips.
Run some more clips?
Those clips
What you
that
thinking,
you
Zan?
had somebody else send you.
Guys, I'm using KBM right now.
Okay.
Oh, you
I
are?
see, right?
How is it?
I see the power. No way.
It looks laggy.
Nah, hold on. You guys have one free for all to close it out. I'm using KBM only. Don't just.
All right,
don't
back
just,
to the lobby.
No, right here. What you mean?
Oh,
This is gonna be like for to 5, because I'm using a KBM and it's awful. Guys, I have no movement skills on KBM. It is what it is. All right. I don't even know how to crouch. I don't have my keys bound. I'm Tifu. All I know is aim. Yeah. Get over here, girl. This is sad. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna answer questions while y'all fight.
I'm third partying somebody.
Yushi, that would be insane. Captain, a faint escape. How do you read that your opponent won't catch up while running? So there's 2 things. Oh, guys, let's help him answer that. This is where we answer Q&A. Come here. Q&A time, guys. Ask your questions, and I will demonstrate an answer. All right, meet in the middle, guys. Ceasefire, ceasefire. Ceasefire. Oh, he still shot him, Soothie. I love you. Ceasefire, ceasefire. Cease. All right, so when you're doing, and I call them micro feign retreats because that's what we're primarily doing on these situations, which I'll elaborate on, but hold on. When somebody's chasing you, there's going to be 3 important factors. A, there's a likelihood that you have some kind of visual audio on them prior, so you can kind of measure distance. B, you're also going to hear them. C, visual audio too. But I can kind of measure it on all three combined. So if I run from Soothie right here, and let's say he's close to me, here, watch out, guys. Soothies. Let's say he's close to me, right? And let's say our peak's to the right, and he's close to me. I can split the peak right here and then immediately circle back. Get closer to illustrate a closer one. Get closer, right here. Say he's real close. I could really just break line of sight, and you can kind of manipulate line of sight based on how close they are. So if he's even closer, I would hook it sharper in. So it's like the question becomes, how can I create a spot where I'm blind from their POV the fastest because of how close he is? And then as soon as if they're that close, as soon as you break line of sight, you curve back. And the reason why that curve back beats doing what most players do this. But that curve back beats that because we don't ever stop. Look, when you do this, you have to break stride to go back this way, which for my novice learners, I want you to start there. But eventually you get to a point where you're not breaking momentum. I didn't stop at all. And not only that, I changed my path. So when they come and break this corner to try and pre-fire or correct, they now have to move horizontally as well because I'm in a different, my exit path changed. And now if he's further away, go over like a little bit back further, I can drag the peak. I can start pushing now. I can drag the peak a little bit further. You get what I'm saying? Scale across this wall further. If you think they're too far, then you need to like maneuver inside and kind of, that's where you turn the playing field into like a grid and kind of manipulate the situation. But as far as like their distance, that's measured with these blind spots. Does that make sense, guys? What up, Extremely?
Yes.
Yes, it is 100%.
So come here, Donkey. Yeah, we are, Jeremy, but I'm not gonna have these guys in here waiting while I close out with clips. So let me see you do this. You want to try it? Do you think you're ready for this? If I chase you, you would go in this corner, and then break out with the U-strafe. All right. I'm gonna be close to you, but still kind of finesse it. Don't rush it. And you're gonna go like that. All right. Ready?
Okay.
All right, go. Woo! Oh, you know what you did wrong there? Say it to the chat. What did you do wrong there? Your feet were shuffling. What does that mean if your feet were shuffling? When you canceled? It means his finger was on sprint, guys. You could tell because when he canceled, he didn't come to a complete stop. Your body should be stiff as a board. That's how you get set in that headshot. So dude, everything else was flawless, but let's make sure. Okay, go ahead. Go. Let's try and get rid of that last bit shuffle. As soon as you go on the slide, guys, you're transferring that energy. Well, as soon as you turn the corner, you're still sprinting, you're still sprinting, you're still sprinting. Now we're facing the other way, and you're angling back this way, wherever you're, it just depends. You want to angle yourself where you're getting beside them. As soon as you're facing the right direction and break into that sprint, you need to, into that slide, you need to release sprint and focus on tracking. That's the transfer of energy we talked about. He's got his thumb still resting on sprint just slightly, what's making it, when he cancels, his feet isn't set. So go ahead. Perfect. His feet are set. No shuffle. You guys see that? You can have auto sprint on as long as you're not accidentally engaging it. Like I have auto sprint on, but I have to toggle it on by tapping. You see I'm auto sprinting now? But you want to be in control of when you start and stop, so. Perfect, perfect. Do it again. Let's do it again. I'm going to chase you. And then I'm going to have someone else. All right, go ahead, Donkey. Oh, you messed up your track back a little bit. Remember, when you go into your slide, you're immediately tracking back with your right stick. You're keeping your left thumb is now resting over left stick, not pressing it, and your energy is focusing on redirecting that right stick to where it needs to be tracking once you're in that slide. You ready?
Got it.
Okay, go ahead. How'd that feel?
Different. Yep.
Well,
No, it's just because, like I told you, I have a bad habit of jumping, or I have a bad habit of keeping it on the sprint. So I think it's just getting used to that. Once I get that muscle memory like you mentioned, I think that'll be where it needs to be.
Yeah, Oscar, we elaborated on that. You can, if I'm looking upward, and they're jumping over my right, my crosshair's already tilted right. You don't want to correct. You don't want to correct your camera. You want to apply the U-strafe back. You can literally move from wherever you're at and correct it in the middle of the move. And wherever your camera tilt is, you can turn faster by playing into that camera tilt. So you're not moving faster by looking up. You're moving faster by playing into your tilt. Did I word that pretty eloquent when I said it like that, guys? Does that make sense? Do you get what I mean by turning back into your tilt? Like if your crosshair is tilted to the right and you turn back that way, it's going to amplify that tilt, that turn.
Can I jump over you so you can
Yeah,
tilt and show an example?
Hold on. See, I already started my tilt. Like the quicker you get to turning, the faster it's going to, especially on the expo curve because we're like pre-ramping it. Simple. Any drills or questions before we go? Let's see if YouTube's got more questions.
Can I try that
Wait.
that move that you did right here on that wall?
Oh, yeah. Wait, which one? Oh, yeah, go ahead.
This one.
Yeah, Sam right here. Do you want to try it, Sam, or anybody else? I want you to run.
No, I got it.
I want you to run past that corner and hit that U-strafe. How'd that feel? How'd that feel, bro?
That felt good, but I want to try it again.
Okay.
Because I feel like I would have to start right here. Like right here.
You got to be able to
and
angle
then
it instantly.
slide between here.
You can do it right
and
here.
Angle right here.
You brought up a good point. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Guys, you can do that anywhere.
fine.
Let's say he's pushing my peak. I could turn my back to the peak. Let's say you're... Oh, stand there for sake's purpose. I want you to stand here. Let's say they're getting dead close to my... Back up a little bit more, like right here. Watch this, y'all. Let's say they're closing in on my peak, about to take it. I can literally turn this way. You can do it with no space left at all. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's why I had us practice those stationary breaks. So you can learn how to U-strafe from an instantaneous position. It's like, who turns their back at a peak? We do, because we're at the curb of evolution, literally. Donkey, come here. I want to show you this. Stand at this peak. Say someone's pushing you from this way, right? And you got your clean shot on them, or maybe you're low health. You know this. You don't have time to just poke out and do another basic peak shot. Turn your back to the peak, curl out. So I want you to, stay at the peak, and then I want you to turn your back. Let's say they're pushing you. I'm going to push you. And you're going to turn your back and curl out. It'll be quicker, but let's just have you do it without anybody there, just for the sake of mechanics. Turn your back to the peak. Now, I want you to do it. Remember what we talked about. This is without any forward momentum. Immediate cutback. Yes. Yes. Y'all see that? Oscar, I'd have to see it in game, bro. Or if you have a clip, I can verify what you're saying or elaborate on it if I understand what you're saying, you know? Which isn't your fault. It's just easier with some context. Guys, if they slide past me, it's the same thing we talked about. Go ahead, rip past me. Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Dude, rip side me. I want to try something. Rip past me right here. I'm going to anti-mirror it just to be crazy. That crazy.
Oh, man.
Soothy, anything you
That's
want to
wow.
do? Thanks, Donkey. Where's
Got
Certain?
the wow, brother. That's awesome.
Certain still here? Did you get to try this before we end? Did you want to try? Okay, so I want you to pretend like someone's here pushing your peak, and you're realizing, oh man, they're gonna take my peak. Turn your back, and then just hook back. Hold on, I'll show you one more time because you didn't see it. Hook. Oops, hold on. Hook. Boom. Gone. So you just turn, and then go into your motion like we talked about. Oscar, join the Discord. And we'll put the link. That's how you sign up for these trainings. Okay, let me watch you do it. Sorry. I'll stand right here. You're gonna track me when you break out. Remember to take it step by step. Don't worry about speed. Turn this way. And now put yourself in that mental zone of where you need to hook back this way. Oh, it's okay. I'll wait for you. There you go. There you go. There you go. Anybody else, Soothie?
Great work, Haley. Great work, Frosty.
Yeah, great work,
Great work,
Frosty.
Soothie.
Great
Thank you.
work, Haley.
Soothie,
You,
great
Thank
work,
you for the
Soothie.
class, Webby. I
yeah,
appreciate
this is
it.
the last one, and then I'm just gonna break down some highlights before we end it. So I'll let you guys go after this. Let's see. Yep. Cancel sooner, Soothie. You already got it lined up. You could have been canceled right here. You were clean. You don't want to keep creating space because you want to deliver that blow and then open yourself up for the next move. So curl back just like that, but cancel. Cancel sooner. Cancel. You could have been canceled like right there. What you're doing, stand right here for me so I can show you what I mean. Stand right there. Stand about right there. When I curl back on you, I want to open, or here, just stand here. This is where I ended my move. I want to open the door on you to hit another move on you. So after I slide back and pump you, I can do this, or you know what I mean? But if you get too far away, you're not going to be able to hit another move on them. That's why you want to get your cancels done early enough where you can apply another move and break their line of sight again on your next move in between pump shots. You know what I mean? So stand here, curl back, and then cancel once you have it lined up. Hold on, let me get into spot so you can. Okay, let's do it. There you go. As long as that tracking felt clean. You don't need to rush it, but you still want to get your cancels off fast enough.
I'm sorry.
Thank you, Jeremy. I'll get better at this, guys, and I'll get better at balancing chat. Thank you, Yushi, for sticking it out. All right, guys, I'm gonna return to lobby. Thank you, Zam, Donkey. Guys, stay tapping in. Zam's getting into UEFN. We're gonna have model builds, and we're gonna build it into a dojo, like the important ones that we feel like cover critical things. We're gonna have like little teleport things that take you to each room in the dojo and help you master Webby movement.
Nice.
All right, guys.
Thank you,
GGs.
Sifu, Webby.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Sifu, Webby.
Thank you for
Thank
stopping
you,
by.
Sensei Sam.
Thank you, everyone.
That is so flawless by calling him Sensei.
Arigato.
What a dude.
Arigato gozaimasu.
Thanks, Sensei. Or I meant, wait, what is he? He's not Sensei. He's
I'm sorry.
Oh wait, he's Sensei,
Oh,
right? And I'm Sifu. Is that what it is?
Yep.
Okay,
Sifu.
I'm Sifu and he's Sensei. We'll take it. Don't leave yet, guys, because I'm gonna show you. All right, I'm talking to live at that point. GG's, brother. All right, guys. All right, Soothie. I need to get this emote. Yeah,
Oh,
yo,
I
do it.
need
Yeah,
that one.
everybody bow. I think they're supposed to. Are they supposed to bow to me?
Only 2 people.
Oh,
let's go.
lame. We need to check on that.
What emote is that?
We need to get that.
Yeah, we do. Is it Battle Pass? Please say it is.
No, it's it's a Hunter x Hunter thing.
Oh, rip.
I need the actual bow, but I think that was a bow.
Oh, look. I got you. I am Shifu. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Love it.
All right, guys. Later. Thanks for stopping by, for real. All right, let's go over some clips. I'm gonna leave the Discord call. We're gonna go over a few clips, and Jeremy sent me some clips. We're gonna look at Jeremy's clip. There's a U-strafe he did wrong, and I want to show you guys why and how, what went wrong, how we could make it better. Jeremy, do you have the YouTube link for that actually? Thanks, Soothie. I'll get better at this too. Gotta get, like, at the beginning I was a little jittery. Thank you, Taylor. Jeremy, I can't go over your clips today, I think, because I don't have Discord logged into my gaming PC, and that's dumb of me. And I want to keep the flow going. So we're gonna go over clips, everyone's clips next class, because I'll actually have it ready to log in. I'm gonna go over some of my clips, if it'll let me outside of this. Hold on. That way we can highlight a little bit of what we talked about in example. If you do have a YouTube link that you want to send for that link, Jeremy. Let's see. We'll just do this for a couple minutes because I think we had a good training today. This is just for people on the VOD, on the playback, to make sure they got everything they came looking for. Oh, this is a really important one, y'all. All right, so this is an anti-mirror version of the blow-by. Hold on. We'll actually just highlight this and then we'll call it, guys. Thank you, Captain. Thank you extremely. And I'm going to turn it up and I'm going to let my actual voice explain what's going on to you guys here. What I'm doing is baiting a blow-by move. I'm going like towards his back shoulder, maybe even creating a slight blind spot, and then I'm curling immediately outward and back. That wasn't loud enough. I think we're loud enough now. What I'm doing is baiting a blow-by move. I'm going like towards his back shoulder, maybe even creating a slight blind spot, and then I'm curling immediately outward and back in, you know? So not this move, watch this one. Y'all see that? All right, so let me elaborate on that, guys. We could there's two situations that are going to occur there. We could wrap around him, but there's no the clearance. Let's see why I didn't wrap around him. By move. Let's see, I'm going to pause it. I'm going like towards his back shoulder. Okay, I think a lot of it has to do with the structure and his positioning. I know he's grazing this back side right here, which I suppose I probably could have wrapped around, but I think I've just been doing it so long, which I'm going to think about this one, guys, because I want to give you a really good explanation of why I chose the anti-mirror. And again, remember, the anti-mirror means out. So I do the same. Once we meet at that back, once we meet at his backside, there's a threshold, and you got to decipher which way's best. The wrap around, like around their back, or the wrap away. But they both act as lures, because when you hit that backside right there, where we're at right there, guys, our tracking is at a 50-50. The job is not done. We've done nothing if this is where the move ends. But when we redirect it on either side, we angle our crosshair back to front and center. I want you to see where my crosshair starts and where it ends. Maybe even creating a slight blind spot, and then I'm curling dead center. Hook, line, and sinker. Does that make sense, y'all? Because that's where we're going to end it, outside of any questions you guys might have up to this point. What I'm doing is baiting a blow-by move. I'm going like towards his back shoulder, maybe even creating a slight blind spot, and then I'm curling. Thank you, Yushi. You got any questions, Casey? You know? Y'all have any questions before we end? I'm going to work on coming out the gate swinging more, because I felt like my explanations were a little bit all over the place. But as we got warmed up, I think you guys agree. I started really tapping it in. It's trial and error. I promise I'll get better, y'all. Thank you, Taylor. Well, at the beginning, I was kind of... Some of the sophistications, when you're the blueprint, you have to reinvent a language that... You have to invent a language that has never existed. So it's not like I can refer to any sources. I am the source. So eventually, we're going to tap into this where it's just like effortless for each category. I'm just dropping it down. That's where I got to get better, is as a teacher. And that's why I'm going on these lives and freestyling it to you. And if you would have asked me 10 years ago, would I ever have been doing this? I would have told you there's no freaking way. I would have been crawling in my skin right now. But it's because of you guys. You guys empower me to beat my autism and to feel comfortable doing this. So while you're grateful, it's all reciprocate. I'm reciprocating it back because I care that deeply. Be sure to share the VOD with a friend that you think needs movement training. I'm going to get some videos edited that highlight some of the best parts of every training class. So stay tuned for that. That's it. Thanks for being here, Yushi. I'm going to catch one of your lives very soon. Thanks, Leverett, if I'm saying your name right. And thanks, Jeremy. Merch is coming soon. One more thing. UEFN maps are coming soon. I got a logo I'm gonna put into the maps, and God, and that's when we're coming out with merch. It's not my goal is to give y'all a product that I would want to buy. If it's not about profit, obviously I have to make a living, but at the same note, you have to love what you do well before that's even guaranteed. So if the product doesn't sit right with me, like I want it like Under Armour, you know what I mean? As in like the quality. When you buy Under Armour, you know what you're getting. That's what it's going to be with Webby Movement merch. Loverette, are you in the Discord? Just inquire in the Discord or DM me. If you guys want to get into the class, just DM me. I don't know if I'm going to host the class tomorrow, only because I'm going to get my brain churning and think of ideas to spruce this class up even more. But if you DM me, I'll give you a heads up, because if not tomorrow, our next class will be the day after tomorrow. Thank you, Yushi. I love what I do, y'all, and I love that I'm heard, right? So I'm using this opportunity while you hear me to teach you something that changed my life. This movement wasn't just like, I'm going to use it and get rich. No, it was like, wow, this changed my life. Now I want you guys to see and feel what I felt, because I know you will. Thank you, Yushi. And yes, Jeremy, merch. With the UEFN, as soon as we get the UEFN going, we're going to have, I'm talking like the little mouse pads with Webby movement or a logo, the keyboard pad, t-shirts, hoodies. Guys, think of Tony Hawk, right? I'm not saying I'm Tony Hawk, right? Before I end the live. Because you guys are going to be like, Webby thinks he just compared himself to Tony Hawk. Tony Hawk went into a sport, and he became the 900. I'm trying to come into this sport and become movement. And I feel like there's some lore with that. That if I make the right merch, like Tony Hawk did, he knew he was bigger than a brand.
Guys, yeah.
Watch this, guys. This U-strafe before we go, because this is actually critical. I want you to see this. I'm turning it down so I can talk you through it. First thing I want you to notice, when I go into this mantle, guys, I go into it sprinting. And what that does, it allows you to slide instantly off the mantle. Watch my player slide as soon as he breaks the mantle. So I slide into him, and remember what we talked about. When he jumps over me, I break the slide with sprint, and then I curl my right stick back right. And you're going to see why I curl it back right, because I move right. Now watch it all play. I'm going to turn it up for the sake. This is an insane move, because it starts with that mantle into a slide.
Got one.
I'm up top with him.
All right.
Cracking him. 17.
Slide,
I'm
swing,
resetting.
done.
Ooh,
Tell me, how is that losing to fast synth? When does fast synth become logic when you're moving that fast? Because we just created offense and defense at the same time. This is the hidden meta right now, guys. And I'm giving y'all the sauce. Let's look at that one more time.
I'm up top with him.
All right.
Cracking him. 17.
Swing.
White. I'm resetting.
Bing.
Ooh,
And I bet y'all didn't know that. That's something to tell your friends. You can slide off a mantle. You just got to go into the mantle like with that sprinting umph. Let's see where I sprint right before the mantle.
clip, get past these
Hold on, let's
guys,
see.
Yeah.
Because I know I'm not
Got one?
sprint. Let's see.
I'm up top with him.
All right.
Yeah, I sprint jump. You guys see? You have to sprint jump into your mantle. Boom, you can slide right off it. And y'all see how that opened the door. Because when we cancel off a sprint, or sorry, when we cancel off a slide with sprint, it's so much faster for the U-strafe.
Ooh, clip, get past these guys. Yeah.
One more playthrough.
Got one.
I'm up top with him.
All right.
Cracking him. 17 white. I'm resetting.
Ooh,
There's nothing you can do there. Nothing. Taylor, I think the hoodies are definitely going to be one of the hot topics. I feel like that's going to be, out of the merch, it's going to be some of the coolest merch of the bunch. Hold up, let me Let's go through one more clip and then I'll end. Did it make sense, Taylor? Yeah, Captain, I'd like to get some private lessons with you too, to see where you're at and kind of scale. On a private training session, I can scale the movement to cater better to you. Because when I'm treating when I'm training a broader audience, like some might get it, some might not. I'm gonna show y'all something else. Remember that peak read where right before they pop their head out for the peak, we cut back? Same thing here. This guy up to my right, and I don't know what's going on here, so it kind of invites the idea. But this guy to my right, I know he's about to peek and shoot me. So I cut it. And turn it into a micro strafe. Just to swing back. They drop down. Gone. This is one of my greatest moves ever. Let me back that up. Hold on. I think it's a complete 360. We literally threw a micro retreat into this move. As soon as we turn, that becomes the micro retreat, micro feigned retreat this way. Now we immediately wrap back, and what that does, guys, it does multiple things for me. Now I get to survey what's going on back here. Now I've got this guy lured in a roost that my back's turned. I could also branch out and escape that way if I get hit. It's just like we're layered in so many ways that I still haven't figured out how I'm going to fully explain it to you. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Yeah, this is the best season of Chapter 6. Top 3 of all time. Done. All right. I appreciate you rocking with me, Taylor, and Yushi, Jeremy, and everyone else. Join the Discord if you're not already in there. Hit me up for some private training. Yushi, I owe you a private lesson. Gotta get that happening. So, all right, guys. We out. Share the VOD. Stay tuned for more. And good evening and good night. Samurai, thank you, bro. We got to go through the VODs tonight and see what we got. All right, everybody. I'll see you guys later. Thanks, Pen Pal. Bet Zam. Thanks, Soothie. Is that my wife? I don't know. I can't say love you just in case. All right, guys. We out.